Hello everybody, welcome to video number 4 in our new distributor training videos. I am Taylor Dickerson and I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to sell what you just ordered. Okay, so this is what everybody cares about, right? Like how do I sell the product that I just bought? Because that's like a really nerve-wracking thing, I realize, to invest money into buying product and then have to how do I sell it? But if you just calm down and trust me and trust your team members and your uplines, you will quickly find out that it is pretty simple to sell. The product really does sell itself. There are just some things that you can do that will help make you more successful to where you can sell more product. So the first thing that I always do with new distributors, whenever I have them on the phone, is I ask them, what is their why? So it's really important that you figure out why you're doing this business, right? What kind of income do you need? What kind of flexibility do you need? What are the benefits that you're striving and you're looking for with this business? And remember that. It's really important to remember what your why is. My why is like a shorter term picture. My why is so that I can pay my way through my PhD program. Hopefully. That's a lot of money. It's like really expensive to get a doctorate degree. But I'm hoping that Synergens, and I know that Synergens is that big, I'm hoping that I have enough time and energy to put forth to get what I need out of it. So that's my why, right? And then the next thing you want to do is get a pen and paper, and y'all get used to writing this down because there's a lot of things that you're going to need to be keeping track of, and it really helps to have it on pen and paper. So you want to create a list. You're going to write potential customers, and then you're going to write 1 through 10, and then you're going to write new distributors, and then write 1 through 10, and then write events, and then 1 through 5. Okay, so first category. Potential customers. Who do you know right off the top of your head that you think that you could share this lipstick with? Who do you know that will buy it? Who's close to you that would love all day, long-lasting, smear-proof lip color? I'm sure it's pretty easy to just start thinking about it. Y'all start writing it down as I'm going through this with you guys. Go ahead and write them down, y'all. 10 people. It's pretty simple. Who do you know that has access to a lot of women? Okay, so here's your next list, actually. Get your 10. If you didn't get it, go ahead and come back to it. But the next category is potential distributors. So we all know that you can make great money in retail in this business, but we know that the real big money comes with growing a team, right? So this opportunity is gold in our hands, and we need to be sharing that gold with everybody. So who do you know that needs some gold in their life? Who do you know that needs extra money? Write these people down, y'all, as I'm saying this, as they come across your minds. Who do you know that is a hustler and that is always killing it at whatever they decide to do? They do it, and they do it all in, and they get it. Who do you know that needs flexibility, that would love to be able to work from home and to travel? Who do you know that needs just, maybe like an extra few $100s a month, right? Because this could be huge for people like that. So we all know, who do you know that needs sisterhood? Who do you know that needs a group of girls that can support them and have fun with and interact with and engage with? Who do you know that needs personal development and cares about growing themselves and taking themselves further and deeper than they've been before? This business could be it could be for everybody, because what we have is seriously gold. And I hope y'all remember that. So get your list of 10 people who you would want to offer this opportunity to. And then your third list that you're going to be creating is your event ideas. So I highly suggest that everybody have a launch party. The best way to do this is to get a nice order placed. I would say a 300 or a 750 PV order would be great, so you can either get 40 or 50% off. And then get your products in and already have, maybe most of your products sold, or a launch party planned. So get with your upline and ask them how to plan your launch party. I suggest that everybody who's new have a low-key coffee date, tea party, wine night, whatever your forte is. Have your girls over. If it's a Bible study, if it's a weightlifting session, have your girls over and show them your product, okay? Have a small launch party to get yourself out there and get your name known and get that first order sold so that you can flip it back into your business and start making some more money. But that could be event number 1, and then you want to brainstorm 4 other events. It can be like really attainable things that you want to start planning now, like for next weekend and the weekend after, or it could be like longer term goals, like I would eventually like to have a booth at a bridal expo, or I would like to go to a market show, or I would like to host some kind of nonprofit event, or I don't know, like get creative with it, right? What are you into? So I had a bikini and lipstick party that actually got rained out. That was like my launch event. And then we've done some like wine parties. There's all kinds of fun stuff that you can do with it. So get some events planned. That can be your personal parties. You should do personal parties for yourself and your friends. But you can also ask your friends if they will do parties for you, and that can count as an event. So if you know somebody who's really going to support you in this business and really like these products, and for some reason they don't want to be a distributor, or you're still working on getting them signed up as a distributor, ask them to host a party so that all their friends can come over and then you go and sell your product. That is a lot of women like make a lot of money in this business doing that, hosting parties like that. Work your way down your list, guys. Now that you have these lists of 10, 10, and 5, start in the next week or 2. By 2 weeks out, like you should have contacted everybody on that list and made plans for like every event, unless some of them were like big long-term things. So start working your way down the list. Consistently calling 1 to 2 people a day, getting these people on the phone if you can. If you can't, text them. If you have to Facebook message them. Sometimes it takes you a week to meet them. Sometimes it takes you a month to get these people that you want. And then other times it just happens right away, and it's so cool. So just start working your way down that list, and that will help you sell what you order also. Because most of the time, those people that you're really close to, if you're really excited about a product and you go to share it with them, they're going to get really excited about it too. So work your way down your list. Then your upline should have instructed you to create a Facebook group. So basically, we all have our personal Facebook page, right? Like mine's Taylor Dickerson, and it's just my regular page, and it has all my friends on it. But then within Facebook, I can create a special group where it's like a special little, I call it our online store, okay? And then I add all of the women in my friends list to this online store, and I post about just lip scents. So I'm not constantly pushing and posting lip scents on my personal page, right? Because people will get tired of it. But I keep it all in my beauty group, in my online store, and that's where I sell to my customers. You want to get your Facebook group going like now. Like the day you sign up, you should already have your Facebook group created. It should be one of the very first things you do, because when you go to call these people on your list, they will have already seen your products. And when you call your best friend and you're like, hey girl, guess what? And she's gonna be like, you're selling lip scents now. I saw it on Facebook. You're gonna be like, yes, I wanna show you what you have to come try on my colors. Can you do coffee at 5 p.m.? And go meet with your girlfriends, and then you can sell them. That's how you sell those first orders. That's how you get uncomfortable. You fumble over your pitch. You learn what you're doing, right? Like it's a learning process at first, and that's why it's best to go with those people who are closest to you and the ones who just popped right into your head. So you want to create your Facebook group, and you want to post to this group daily. It's very important to be consistent when posting to your group, guys. You have to post at least every day. Some people post 2, some people post 3 times a day. It's really helpful to do videos, maybe do live videos in your group, do specials in your group. You want to post inventory, you want to post information, you want to educate your audience, you want to tell them about other products we have besides LipSense. You want to tell them about the exfoliation process. You want to tell them about and show them how to put it on, because if they're not applying this correctly, they're not going to like it and they'll stop using it, and you're going to lose what could be a really happy customer just because they didn't know how to put it on correctly. So make sure you're telling people how to put it on correctly when you're selling it to them, and or giving them instruction cards. But you want to go ahead and post that kind of stuff into your group every day, and then keep up with it every day, and this becomes your online store. This can be a great source of income. Some of the women in this business, like the top girl in our group right now, it's like the 7th, or it's early in the month, right? And Jade has over like 1,200 PV already, because she kills it in her Facebook group. She goes live like every other day and sells a bunch of stuff every time she goes live. She's just found her niche, and that works for her. So whatever works for you, if you're in sales, if you're online, if you're in person, if you're an in-person sales type of person like I am, I do really good face-to-face with people, keep your group going, because you're going to get extra stuff off of that, and then continue to go out and reach out and do your in-person contacts like you like to do. So moving on, talk about it to everybody. This is the biggest tip when it comes to like the people who are successful in this versus the people who are not successful in this. The biggest difference is their willingness to talk about it to everybody. If you feel like you're going to annoy people, and you feel like you don't want to talk about it and you don't want to share it with people, like you're kind of in the wrong place, and you're probably only going to be like so successful. You're seriously limiting yourself. But if you open yourself up to talk about it with everybody, like with every stranger you come in contact with, that like there's a gateway there, talk about it, okay? That's like why you wear your stripes, right? Because when you're wearing these, people will see this on your hand and they'll say, what's that? And you say, oh my gosh, look, it's smear-proof, kiss-proof lipstick, and it doesn't come off. I sell it. It's so cool. I have like however many colors. Do you want to see? And then they're just like shocked, right? And it's so easy to sell it right there on the spot and close that deal. So you want to open your mouth and talk about it to everybody. I'm talking about in the grocery store line. I'm talking about at a little league game. I'm talking about in school, at work, at church. Y'all share. This is gold on our lips, like right here. It's so awesome. Share it. Talk about it with everybody. Just get excited about it and let your excitement show. When it comes to your close friends, you don't have to constantly talk about it to them because they'll get annoyed, right? But instead, you don't have to like cut yourself off from it either. You can show your excitement about what LipSense is doing in your life to your friends without pushing LipSense on them. And a lot of the people who don't want to hop right on board right away, that's how they will start to come around, right? Because they can see you being really excited and you being really successful, and then they'll start to want that too. So talk about it to everybody. Wear your stripes. These last 3 to 4 days, maybe 2 to 4 days, guys. 2 to 4 days. I don't have to, I might reapply it after like the 3rd day because I like to stretch them 4. But when they're a little bit like coming off, and like I show somebody and I say, look, it's the 3rd day I've been wearing this, and I'm a waitress. Like I wash my hands a lot, and it's like, it's not, and I lift weights and I shower all the time. Like it doesn't come off. And they're like, what? I love making that point to people when I tell them about my stripes, right? So wear your stripes every day. So how to sell your product. That girlfriend that you wrote down on your list earlier, when you call her up, you want to do what is called a demo. So basically, demo just means you're demonstrating the product. You're showing them and you're talking about it and you're ultimately trying to sell it, okay? But why do that to one person when you can call your girlfriend and be like, hey girl, I really want to show you this amazing lipstick. Can you grab one friend and bring her with you? I always, whenever I'm going to meet anybody, I always ask them, can you bring a friend with you? Because usually they can, and sometimes like that turns into a group of like 5 friends, and then you're there doing like a mini party with 6 women, And then usually you can talk that person who you set up the little demo with into signing up to get the whole party's sales so that she could already get her first sale in. Like, it just works so well. But go and get in front of people. Ask them if they can bring their friends. Schedule parties at people's houses. You want to have in-house parties. It's a lot of fun, and it's so worth it. Like, you will make a lot of money, like, for real. Use your beauty book. This is really important, guys. You'll hear me talk about it a lot. Our beauty book is just such an incredible resource for us. There's just so much information in here. It's just, you want to give these out to everybody, okay? You want to share this with all of your customers because people get hooked with lip scents. Like, this is like wowing, right? Like, this is like, oh my gosh, what is that? Okay, but then the foundation, the fact that it has skincare and it's sweatproof and waterproof, and the fact that my eyeshadow doesn't wipe off and my eyebrows don't wipe off, and this is actually Shadow Sense and the same thing I use for my contour, like, all that other stuff is just as cool as lip scents, but people won't really give it a shot until you get them hooked. You get them hooked with the lipstick, and then you use your beauty book to show them all of the other products that we have, so you can actually make more money, because you can make great money selling just lipstick, but once you, like, why you're selling a $25 tube of lip color when a foundation costs $60, and some of our skincare costs $50, $60, $70, $80, $90 for some of the stuff. And women spend money on skincare, and if they don't, they should, because it's so worth it. And if they just knew what's in our products and how amazing they are, then they would want to spend some money on their skincare. So learn about the products, read up on them. I suggest that about once, like every week, you pick one new product that you're going to try and learn about and kind of start to promote besides lip scents. So you're just slowly introducing your online store to like a new product. So once a week, promote a new product and share it with your people and learn about a new product. And then the last tip, how to sell what you just ordered. And you'll hear me talk about this till I'm just blue in the face, but be excited. This is such an exciting thing. This business is so exciting. Just this lipstick, like, it's still exciting to me. And I've already been wearing it for like 4 months and selling it, and I'm talked about it until forever. But like, somehow that is still so cool. Right? And it never gets old seeing people's reaction when I show them that. That's what excites me, to be honest with you. So be excited about it, and that will show, and that excitement is contagious, and it creates momentum, and momentum is good for your business, I promise. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you like what I had to say, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys soon. Check back for video number 5 in our new distributor training series.